What's up, guys? We're back with day 4 of Advent of Code 2022. Today, the problem is pretty easy. It's called Camp Cleanup. All we're really supposed to do are parse entries like this into ranges and then check if one of the ranges fully contains the other. Now, Rust does have a built-in type called a range, but its contains method checks if a single number is contained in the range. So let's go ahead and define our own struct range that contains a start and an end. And then we can impl range, our range, and we can define a function contains that takes another range and just returns a bool. So we'll put it to do there for now and come back. And then let's also impl from stir for range. That way we can just parse them directly. Okay, because we're going to be taking a dash separated pair and we'll just parse that into the endpoints of our range. And I guess these will be closed intervals, I think, on both ends. Let's see, from stir, so the first thing we'll do, we'll split on the hyphen. S dot split this. What does this return? A split. Let pair. We'll just call it pair. And we'll just collect this immediately. And we'll just return an OK self of, what do we call it? Start and end. Start is pair 0 dot parse pair 1 dot parse, and I've forgotten unwrap. Let's go back and put that in. And I guess we'll collect this into a vector. Oh, I called it, I see. That's why I unlined it, or inlined it. Here. Alright, from stir looks good. And now we can parse our ranges. So let's go ahead and write our for loop. So here we're also going to split on comma and then pass those two pieces to our from stir. So let's see. I guess we can just do line dot split on comma, and we can map that. Let's see. Map s range from stir s unwrap. And of course we need to actually define s. And for now it'll be load sample. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, we didn't, I'm surprised that our, oh, I guess we have to collect it. And we need to implement debug. Try that. Range. There we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great. I guess now, so these come out as vectors. Well, we collected it into a vector, I guess. And we can just do this. AB equals this, else. So that'll just, maybe. Okay, I can consider slicing here. this, I think. So that just lets us get A and B out without having to do this like 0, 1 thing again, which I guess I could have done up here. Let's see. Split. Yeah, this is for the unwrap. I'm just trying to think if we can do anything better with an iterator here. I guess we can do the map here. I forgot the dot map. And this will be, and then we can let start end equal pair unreachable is better than to do here. And then we can use this. Whoops. Start. Okay, that's a little annoying. I don't know if that's any better, but it made me feel better, I guess. Okay, so we've got A and B here, and we just need to check if A dot contains B or B dot contains A. Tot plus equals 1. And actually, I think what we can do here, let's just go straight for the iterator here. S.lines.map. I think it's a filter map. No, it can just be a map. Line. Because we can actually just return this Boolean expression from the loop. Let part 1 equal this. And we can just return this as a usize. Oh, of course. Part 1 will be a usize. And let's just print line. Let's call it P1 just to be a little shorter. And we should hit our to do, of course. Not yet implemented. Okay, so now how do we check if other is contained in range? Well, we want to check if self.start is less than or equal to other.start and self.end is greater than equal to other.end. So that checks if self contains other. Give that a shot. And that says 2, which is the right answer. 2 such pairs. Let's go down and try it on our input. 515. That's the right answer. Okay, I'm kind of scared about the second part, to be honest. I feel like it could get a lot harder. It seems like there's still... Oh, maybe now we just have to check across the elves. It seems like there's still quite a bit of duplicate work planned. Okay. Alright. So let's go ahead and save this as part 1. Okay, that should still be fine. Great. I like to put my main at the bottom. Great. This is kind of annoying sometimes. Now, let's do part 2. So in part 2, it looks like we're going to collect all of the ranges. So part 2. s dot lines dot map. It looks like we're just going to collect A and B for now. I guess, so this should be a flat map. And let's just return this collection. Oh. There. Maybe we can probably get rid of this now, hopefully. And we won't sum that. Okay, so this will just be our ranges. Well, let's take a look at that. We better go back to the sample. P2. Let's give that a shot. Oh. Check that out for now. Whoa. Debug ranges. Okay. So this... Did I forget to collect? What is this? Line split map. And then I collect it into a vector. Whoa. Flat map. Oh. It's because this is a flat map. Okay, now let's collect this as well. Jeez. I keep forgetting to do that. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, great. So now, all we do is we'll loop through ranges, and ranges skipping the first one, and see. The first two don't overlap. Let me make sure I'm reading this correctly. The first two pairs don't overlap, while the remaining 4 pairs do overlap. Oh, it's still number of pairs that overlap at all. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, forget all of that, I guess. We can keep some of this. And we'll just delete part 2. So part 2 is actually going to be the same as part 1, but with a different contains. I guess we'll call it contains any. Contains any. This one is part 2, of course. Okay. I was thinking any pairs overlap across the whole set. 5 to 7 overlaps in a single section. And how many assignment pairs do the ranges overlap at all? I see. Alright. So let's try contains any, which I think might just be an OR here. So to be contained, either the start has to be, is that true? Let's see, maybe we should draw some pictures. I don't really have a good way of drawing these on the screen, but let's see, if our start, we can either have, I think it's just an OR, right? Either our start is less than or equal to the other start, or our end is greater. Let's see if that works. This might be embarrassing to say, but my approach a lot of the time is guess and check. So I feel like this should be the right answer, and of course it's not. Okay, great. But at least we guessed. That might have saved us a lot of work if it had been right. Alright, there must be more cases here. So let's draw some ranges. So let's see, we can overlap like this. It's just kind of hard to draw all the ways you can overlap. Alright, the number of overlapping assignment pairs is 4. A dot contains any. Yeah, so we should get the same ranges. Let's see. Okay, 2 to 6. Alright, 5, 7, 7, 9 overlaps. This one overlaps. Maybe we should just print what A and B are. Just to get an idea. Okay. Let's do this as well. If R, we'll do this, and then we'll return R. Oh. I guess so we should do the as usize later. Okay. There we go. Let's get rid of the stupid warning. Okay. And of course I did this in part 1, which is not where I wanted to do it. Okay. It's okay. We can just do this. Print line A, B, fine. We'll put back the usize thing later. Alright, so it's saying that 2, 4, okay, that's obviously wrong. So what went wrong? If our start, oh. So I guess what we can actually check is that they are not disjoint. That might be the easier thing to check. So if we say, so we know if our end is less than their start, then it's not contained. And same thing if our start is greater than their end, right? Let's say not, actually maybe we can just say contains any, not, let's say not self dot start. I think we shouldn't do that. Alright, self dot start. Well, let's write disjoint first, and then we'll just negate the whole thing. Alright, so self dot start is greater than equal to other dot end, no, strictly greater. So if our start is strictly greater than other dot end, then there's no overlap. And then the other possibility is that our end is greater than, I see, and this is where we're getting in trouble, is the, I guess it's not really a clean OR. So, self.start, if our start is greater than their end, let's just do it this way for now. Return false. If our end is strictly less than, whoops, if our end is less than other.start, we can return false. And then maybe that's enough to say true. Okay, that gives us 4. And then I think we could combine these, but let's see. Okay, let's put this back on input. Might be too early in the morning to think about things like this. That's the right answer. All right, we got our stars. I'm going to clean this up, but you guys can see that on GitHub later. Have a nice day.